Happiness, the state of well-being and contentment defined by joy, life satisfaction, and positive emotions. Apparently, it's found in the little things. Some say you can buy it with money, some say you can't. But can the origin of happiness really be defined? I would argue that it can come from anything and everything. Items, habits, routines, people, places. It's different for everyone. So here's what it looks like for me in the month of July. Maybe you can steal one or two of these things to make your own days a little bit brighter. I really hope that you do.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, but if you're new, then welcome. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Medena. I am an artist and small business owner of a small handmade clothing brand called Medena Creations. Today we're going to be talking about the month of July, and in specifically things that have made me happy in the month of July. As per usual, well, not per usual, this is my first time making one of these favorite videos, but we're going to mainly be focusing on things that don't involve consumerism. So I'll try to keep the products and stuff to a minimum, even though there might be like a few, but it'll be mainly like free or cheap stuff that you like already have at home, and like activities as well that are free or cheap to participate in. Number one favorite thing. This is like not in any particular order, by the way. It's just like when I think of them, and I have a few things written down, but most of it is in my head. Number one, I've really been into baking bread using the yeast method, not the sourdough method. I've tried the sourdough method before. It did not go well. So I've been using the yeast method. It's turned out very successful every single time. I've made 3 loaves of bread so far. First time, I made it with my friend in her house, and that turned out wonderful. Except the inside was very like soft. It was more like a biscuit kind of texture than like a bread texture. That was my only complaint, that it was like way too soft in the center. Then I went and made it at home, and my oven like runs pretty hot. So like I usually bake stuff for a bit less time. So I baked the bread and I subtracted. I minused 10 or something minutes from the baking time, and it turned out still like a tiny bit too crispy on the top, like a tiny bit like almost burnt, but it was still really good. And the inside was like kind of the same. It was just really, really soft. So after I made the second loaf, I ordered a few things for the bread. First of all was a bread bag, because I don't own any kind of like linen bag. And if I had linen fabric, I could probably make a bag, but I don't even have any linen fabric. So I just ordered like a bag and used that. And it also came with like the towel thingy, proofing thing to put on top of the bread while it rises. So that was really good too. And then I also ordered a bread knife, and not like a normal knife, but it's like horizontal. It's like very interesting, and it cuts the bread like really, really thin. So that's really good, because the only other bread knife that we have is like very, very dull. So it's kind of difficult to cut the bread. But then I got that bread knife, and it's been way easier. Even though sometimes it's like a little bit too thin, I would like the slices to be thicker. Mainly, I think I just need more practice using that knife. But then once I get like the hang of it a little bit more, it'll be really good. And then the third loaf that I made, I set the oven a little bit of a lower temperature. I think I did 435 instead of 450. And the inside came out actually like really good. So overall, making bread has been very, very successful. All 3 times that I've made it have turned out absolutely delicious and so good. I also use a Dutch oven as well. I recommend a Dutch oven. I think it makes a difference. I don't really know, because I haven't ever baked bread without a Dutch oven, so I couldn't tell you. But in my experience, a Dutch oven is pretty good too. Next, one of my favorites has been hiking. I hiked quite a few times in the month of July. The 2 most ones that I remember the most were number 1, Yellowstone. I went to Yellowstone with my family for like camping and stuff, and they don't have like a bunch of like huge hikes, but they just have like a bunch of like tiny mini hikes just around. So you like drive around, and then you stop and walk around, and then drive like another like 3 minutes, and then stop and walk around. So one of the days I got like 25,000 steps in, and then the next day I got like 19,000, and then I got like a little bit. I think it was like 12,000 or something, but I got more than like 10,000 steps every single day I was there. You know, it actually made me feel very healthy, and not even like in a placebo effect way. Like, I literally had more energy and stuff, and I felt like better physically. So that was pretty cool too. And I think that was just from getting steps. So I guess the favorite could be just getting 10,000 steps, even though once I came back from it, I didn't really keep up that habit. But while I was doing it, it was really good. And the other hike that I did was the Trail of 10 Falls in Oregon. And I did that with my friend, the same friend who I baked bread with. And that was really, really fun as well. I definitely want to do that hike again sometime because we didn't bring our bathing suits, and there's so many good like swimming spots. But it also wasn't too hot as well. It was like 20 something degrees, so it wasn't like swimming weather. It was perfect like hiking weather though. It was wonderful. So next time I'll definitely bring my bathing suit and like a bigger lunch, and we'll hike that, and we'll stop at a swimming spot and go swimming, and that would be really fun. And the whole hike, you can do like different loops and stuff, but the one that we did, like the most famous one, is 8 miles, 7 or 8 miles. I think it's 8. On my like tracker on my phone, it says I did 8 miles. Except also when I was on that hike, I did drop my phone into the water. I was like sitting on like one of the end waterfalls, like at the end. I forgot what it's called, but it was one of the waterfalls, and it had like rocks and stuff all around it. And it was like a river, but like there's rocks, and you could like sit on the rocks. And there were also some like pools. They're kind of like tide pools, but like in the river. So I was sitting on one of those, and I was wearing my shorts that have like a drawstring, like a cotton like drawstring thingy. So I was sitting on one of the rocks, and then I felt on my leg something like wet and slimy. I started like knocking on, like trying to get the thing off my leg, because earlier my friend had told me that like apparently there's like leeches in the water, so I had to be like really careful and not go into any like muddy spots. So suddenly I start feeling like something really, really slimy and gross on my leg, and I got so scared, and I was holding my phone too. Or maybe it was to the side of me, I don't remember. As I was like knocking the thing off my leg, I like knocked my phone into this pool of water, and my friend is sitting next to me, and I'm still just panicking trying to get the thing off my leg. And then she's like, "Oh my god, your phone!" And it's in like the one of the little pools. And then I'm like flailing my arms around trying to get the thing off my leg, and then also like panicking because of my phone. And I try to like knock my phone out of the water, but then I knock it into another pool, like the only other pool that had water in it. So it went from one pool of water to the other pool of water. And then I like calmed down. I looked down at my leg, and it was just like the cotton drawstring. It got wet, and it wasn't even like a bug or anything. And then my phone was in a pool. So yeah, that was pretty bad. But I like immediately took it out, and I shook the water out, and I played a song. I played We Are the People by Empire of the Sun at full volume. Peak song, amazing song, and it also got the water out of my phone speakers, which is amazing. And so I think my phone is like new. I aired it out in front of my fan for like 2 days after that. That's a lie. It was like 1 day. That's a lie. It was like just overnight. That's it. And now I think it's working like new. The speaker is fine. The microphone is fine, I think. And then the camera, I'm using it right now. So you can tell me if it's like new or not, because I don't know. Another favorite has been playing Minecraft. I have Minecraft on my computer right here, except it's kind of bad because it's a Mac. So it's not like, I'm not like a super true epic gamer, but it's still good enough to play my single player world and to run a Eterno server that I can play on with my friend. I've been doing that for like 3 days straight. We just started a world together, and then I also have a world of my own, and I've been making some progress in both of those. In both of those worlds, we got nether portals, and we entered the nether. I got a really, really good spawn in the nether on my single player world. It was like in one of the red forests, Crimson Forest. I'm not a fake Minecraft fan, guys, I swear. And then on the server, we got spawned into a basalt delta. For you non-gamers, by the way, that's like a really, really bad spot to be in. Really bad biome. It was huge. We like explored around, and we could not find the end of it. So we still have to explore around and find the end of it. And I have big plans for both of those worlds. We want to defeat the Ender Dragon, obviously. And then I also want to like build a bunch of stuff, like a villager and stuff. So Minecraft has been really fun. That's been a favorite. Another favorite is the state of Montana, specifically like the wilderness and the forests, the wildlife, nature. We drove through there on our Yellowstone trip, and I was just like amazed by all the scenery, and there's like rolling hills and beautiful mountains, and there's like deer everywhere, and it's so pretty. And we also went to the Lewis and Clark caves. Actually, this necklace is from a gift shop, one of the gift shops over there. So yeah, I really like the state of Montana's wilderness, nature kind of thing. Next favorite is reading. I would officially say that I'm into reading. I have gotten into reading. It's really fun. It's so fun. I read 3 books in the month of July. I'll just name them real quick, and I'll give like a very short, brief review on each of them. Spring Girls by Katrina Katcher. It's a good book to get into reading. It has a good plot, and the writing style is very easy to understand. It's very to the point. It's very, very direct. But if you're already into reading, there's better thriller books out there, I would say. Big Swiss by Jen Beagin. Really good book. The plot wasn't fast-paced, but one thing I really liked about it, the part that I liked about it was the like symbolism, or not symbolism. Yeah, like the themes. Like the themes were very much there. It was like the perfect amount of vagueness about the themes. Lapvona by Otessa Moshfegh. It was wild. It was a wild ride for sure. After finishing it, I had to sit down and do like a very thorough journaling session to kind of comprehend what the heck I just read. The ending was like shocking, but not like in a way, but like in a, oh my gosh, like that kind of way, you know? I will say it's like, maybe I just like kind of forgot about it a little bit, the disgusting parts, but I would say it's not as disgusting as like everyone seems it out to be. There's just like a few scenes that are like really, really gross. I kind of had to like step away for a second, but it's only like a few scenes, but the rest of it was like, there's just like little gross things that happen throughout. It kind of just builds the vibe of the whole town and stuff. Like it's a very like unsettling, weird town for sure. Okay, so those are the 3 books that I read in the month of July. I'm definitely going to keep reading in August, especially because I'm going to go on some more trips, or one more trip, and I'll have lots of free time to read lots of books. Another favorite has been collaging. I have collaged a few things. One of them, let me show you. I collaged my iPad case. This is what it looks like. And then I also collaged my phone case. I collaged it once, like at the start of this month, and then I dropped it in water, so it all got wet. So I had to re-collage it, so I did that. And yeah, so collaging has been pretty fun as well. Okay, those are all the favorites that I have for this month. But before we go, I want to include a new thing, because this will probably be like a monthly video of my favorites. I want to have a segment in it, which is setting goals together. Because a video or 2 ago, I talked about a system that I use for journaling, which is like setting goals and using it to set goals and stuff. One of them includes mini goals to do each month. So I thought, why not? Let's set up our mini goals together, and then we can also reflect on the past months. So we can kind of like keep each other accountable, and it'll be really good, and we'll all achieve our goals together. It'll be wonderful. I have a confession. I didn't write down my mini goals from last month. I hope you can forgive me. Please don't cancel me. But I do remember one of them, and that was to do a solid good handstand. But then I said like, that's probably not a mini goal because it'll probably take me longer than a month to do that. But guess what? I haven't done it. But, there has been lots of progress. I've been practicing handstands like every other day, every 2 days, because I'll practice it like over and over and over again one day, and then the next day my right hamstring will be so sore I can't do any more handstands. Just that one side will be very sore, not the other one, because I don't practice on the other side. Maybe I should. Maybe that can be my mini goal. I think my record is probably 5 seconds is my record, but I haven't been able to hold it longer than that. So I would say this goal is half complete. There is very good progress, which is all that matters. So next month in August, my mini goal will be to hold it I won't say 10 seconds. I'll say a little bit less. I'll say 8 seconds. I want to hold my handstand for 8 seconds. And then I want to do 3 goals total. So hold 8-second handstand. That's one of the goals. Number 2, for my business, I want to have 2 drops instead of 2. I usually have about 2 drops per month, but I want to push that up a little bit, except I'm going to be traveling a lot of August. So 3 is definitely not realistic at all. So I'm going to strive for 2. I already have 2 items in my next drop that are going to happen. Actually, I could show you them right now, so you'll get like a sneak peek before anyone else. Number 1, it's a whale shark pouch, and it's like pretty big, so it could fit like a whole notebook or something if it's small enough. And there's a pocket in this one. Oh, that's pouch number 1. And then I have pouch number 2 over here. I'm actually very proud of this one. Ready? It's actually inspired by Montana. When I went to Montana, I like made a sketch of the scenery and stuff. But honestly, it doesn't look exactly like Montana. It could be literally any state that has mountains. But I'm very proud of this one too. This one doesn't have a pocket on the inside, but this one has like a teddy bear charm. So that's pretty cute. These are the 2 items that I have ready. And then I'll make a couple clothing pieces too. I have 1 clothing piece with a whale shark on it too. That's like half done. I think I'll do 3 clothing items and then these 2 things. And I'll probably have that ready in like a couple days. So yeah, that's my mini goal number 2. My mini goal number 3, maybe to like deep clean my room, because I've been deep cleaning parts of my house that are outside my room, and it's been very, very nice, and it's made me feel very refreshed. Or not deep cleaning, decluttering. And now, just looking around at my room, there are definitely some corners that need a little bit of decluttering. These drawers definitely need some decluttering. Look at these cool fish stickers that I got. Oop. I'm going to put them on my water bottle because it's blue and I think it'll match really good. So that'll be my mini goal number 3, is to declutter my entire room. And then I know that I'm going to feel very refreshed and clean and stuff afterwards. So yeah, those are my 3 mini goals of August. I'm going to remember them in my head, and I'm also going to write them down in my journal. And then you better set some mini goals too. And so we can keep each other accountable. And you're going to complete those mini goals. And at the end of August, you're going to be so proud of yourself. Not only that you completed those mini goals, but also that you've made progress towards your dreams. And feel free to tell me your mini goals in the comment section. I would love to hear them. Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you. You can subscribe. You can like the video. You can comment if you want to. No pressure. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye!